In 1984, a young man named Ken Webster moved with his girlfriend to an unnamed village in North Wales. They reported that poltergeist activity was already happening in the house even before what was to become the main event had started. Canned food being moved around and rearranged in cabinets, newspapers levitating from the table, and odd six-toed footprints appearing from nowhere in cement dust during some repairs. But the real trouble started when Ken brought home what was cutting-edge technology for 1984. Ken brought home a BBC personal computer with a disk drive and 32 kilobytes of RAM. One evening, Ken was idling on the computer when he found a file on the disk named KDN. He didn't recognize it as anything that belonged to him or his girlfriend, so he opened it, and he found the following message.
Ken Debnick, true are the nightmares of a person that fears. Safe are the bodies of the silent world. Turn, pretty flower, turn towards the sun, for you shall grow, and sow. But the flower reaches too high and withers in the burning light. Get out, you, our bricks. Pussycat, pussycat, went to London to seek fame and fortune. Faith must not be lost, for this shall be your redeemer.
Shocked, he and his girlfriend decided to approach the whole thing scientifically. If there was a spirit who liked to communicate via PC, they would allow it the opportunity. So they left the computer on, all the time, to see if further communication from the other world appeared. The first morning after the computer had been left on all night, the following file was found on the disk drive.
I write on behalf of many. What strange words these speak. Thou art goodly man who hath fanciful woman who dwell in mine home, with lights which the devil maketh. 'Twas a great crime to hath bribed mine house. L.W.
Ken asked the spirit who it was, and to give more information about its history, and the spirit obliged. Over the next few weeks, Ken found out that the spirit was one Lucas Wainman, who had lived in the first half of the 16th century and had been a fellow of Brasenose College, Oxford University. He had lived in the very cottage that Ken and his girlfriend now occupied, and Lucas, the live Lucas, back in the 1500s was aware that he was communicating with them 500 years later. Because of his communications, he said, he was in danger of being arrested for witchcraft. Ken cites one message, a little on the cryptic side, that said,
When thy voice didst come, there wert a verse on that said me, Were not two acts of your unkind knowing, for thy limbs voiced will be nae more.
Things took a turn for the more surreal a few months later when a second personality started talking through the computer, one who just called himself 2109.
We shall answer you as you wish in terms of physics, then it shall be so. But remember that our limits are set by your abilities.
2109 said he belonged to a race of entities that was watching humanity. Entities responsible for a lot of the paranormal that abounds in this world. But the appearance of 2109 didn't stop Lucas, who still came through now and then. He finally owned up that his name wasn't actually Lucas Wainman, but Thomas Harden, and that he wasn't going to be tried for witchcraft, but was still under suspicion. So Ken decided to do a little digging in the local library, and found that there had been an employee of Brasenose College in the 1500s named Thomas Harden, who had been expelled for failing to remove the Pope's name from religious documents after Henry VIII did his power grab and founded the Anglican Church. Apparently, Ken's inquiries about Thomas Harden effectively shut down the communications. Neither Thomas nor 2109 ever contacted him again.